reading comes from John chapter 15 today. And if you've ever had to prune, anybody here ever have to be a gardener and prune a tree? Or do you prune or cut through the blueberries, Dave? And Alden does the trees. And my mom made me trim her. She had some big softwoods, or not big softwoods, but some ornamental softwoods out behind the house. And she made me give them a brutal haircut. And I took the electric hedge trimmers and I went up one side and down the other. I was sure I killed them. And yet the next season, they were growing so nicely. And I'm not very good at this pruning bit, but that's what this is talking about. I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine dresser, or the gardener. Every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away. And every branch that bears fruit, he prunes it so it will bear even more fruit. You are already clean because of the word which I have spoken to you. Remain in me, and I in you, just as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, but must remain in the vine. So neither can you unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. The one who remains in me, and I in him, bears much fruit. For apart from me you can do nothing. If anyone does not remain in me, he is thrown away like a branch and dries up, and they gather them to throw them in the fire, and they are burned. And if you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be done for you. My Father is glorified in this, that you bear much fruit, and so prove to be my disciples. Just as the Father has loved me, I also have loved you. Remain in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will remain in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and remain in his love. These things I have spoken to you, so that my joy may be in you, and your joy may be full. This is my commandment, that you love one another, just as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that a person will lay down his life for his friends. And you are my friends if you do what I command you. No longer do I call you slaves, for the slave does not know what his master is doing. But I have called you friends, because all things that I have heard from my Father I have made known to you. You did not choose me, but I chose you, and appointed you that you would go and bear fruit, and that your fruit would remain, so that whatever you ask of my Father in my name, he may give you. This I command you, that you love one another. It's kind of neat that Jesus' words were about his Father is the gardener, and we are his disciples if we